And let's see who's here. We have Anna, Eric, Andrea's just joined, Giovanni, and then we have Miguel Angel and Trump. Let's start by checking your connections. And top of the list is Anna. Hi, Anna, can you hear me?
Hello, yes. Very good.
Perfect. Excellent, nice and clear. Next up then we have Andrea. Let's turn your mic on. Okay, Andrea, can you hear me?
Hi, I can.
Excellent, nice and clear.
I'm Sam.
Then we
Welcome
have
to Oxford Online.
I'm just going to turn your
In this
mics off, guys, because one of you has quite loud background noise. So please leave your microphones off when you're not speaking. Okay, where are we? Next up is Eric. Eric, hi, can you hear me?
Hello, yes, I can.
Excellent, nice and clear. Then we have Giovanni. Giovanni, are you with us? We're not hearing you, Giovanni. So next up is Miguel. Miguel Angel, are you with us?
Yes.
Excellent, nice and clear. And finally, Trung. Trung, are you there?
Yes, teacher and everyone.
Excellent. Hi, nice and clear. I'm going to try Giovanni again. Oh, what is that noise? Giovanni, are you there?
Hi, teacher. Hi.
Hi. Okay, now we can hear you. Excellent, nice and clear. Well, let's get started with some questions to get you introduced, everyone. Oh, you've got a little bit of a delay. That's okay. I'm going to ask you guys to introduce yourselves, each of you, to me and to each other. I'm going to ask you to tell me where you're from. So the question form there is, where are you from? And I'm also going to ask everyone to tell me about your job. What is your job? We're going to practice describing meetings today. You'll listen to a lady called Sarah, and Sarah will describe for us the last and give her opinion on the last meeting she attended. I'm going to ask you guys to listen through, read through. I'll have a few questions, and then I'll ask you to tell me how often, so how frequently you have meetings, and I'll ask you to describe and tell me about your last meeting. But we'll start with your jobs, and then we'll move forward from there. So for me, for example, my name is Angela. I am from Sydney in Australia, and I, of course, am a teacher. Anna, what about you? Where you're from and what do you do?
Hello, everybody. I am Gabriela. Ana Gabriela. I'm from City. I am vet.
Mm-hmm.
I am veterinarian.
You're a vet. Nice. Yeah, vet for short is fine. Veterinarian is such a mouthful. But vet's absolutely fine. Nice, nice. I'll try to remember to say Gabriela, but if I forget, just remind me. Next up is Andrea. And Andrea, can you? Andrea, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Andrea. I'm from Mexico, and I am studying.
A student, nice. What subject do you study?
Okay, sorry. Thanks.
What subject? Are you at university or high school? And what do you study?
In university.
Okay, nice. What subject are you studying? Like business, teaching, engineering? What do you study?
Administration.
Nice, nice. All right, good stuff. We'll jump forward to Eric. And Eric, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, I am Eric. I'm studying at the university industrial design. We
Nice. Okay, good. Okay, nice. You'll be able to talk about meetings at your work or meetings at your university. Both are totally okay. Good stuff. We'll jump forward to Giovanni. And Giovanni, can you introduce yourself, please? Giovanni, we're not hearing your voice at the moment. I'm going to jump forward to Miguel. And Miguel, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm from Mexico. I live in Mexico City, and I am telecommunication engineer.
Engineer, perfect, nice and clear. Just one moment, guys. I'm sending a message to Giovanni, not your voice. Next up, then we have Trung. Trung, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Trung, and I'm from Vietnam. Now I live in Ho Chi Minh City. I work in logistics. It's my business. Yes.
Nice. Okay, good stuff. We've got one more person with us, guys. Is it Sutati? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Patik. I'm from Thailand. I am a pharmacist. I work at the hospital as a clinical pharmacist.
Perfect. All right, nice and clear. Good work, guys. Well, let's jump into our main task. We have lost Giovanni, but the rest of you are all speaking really clearly, so that's a good start. And we are going to talk about meetings today. I'll share out my screen in a moment, and I'll ask you guys to listen to a lady, Sarah, describing the last meeting she was part of. I'll have a few questions for you about the words and the language that Sarah uses. Then I'll ask you to tell me how often, how frequently you have meetings. And also, of course, to tell me about your last meeting, which will give you great speaking practice, describing your habits and describing a recent meeting. So first, guys, here's my screen. We have the title there. Today's meeting was very helpful. And we're going to listen to Sarah. Here we go.
At today's meeting, my boss explained the assignment very clearly. Before I was confused and I didn't know what to do, but now I understand.
Okay, so we're going to start, since it's our subject, with the word meeting. We'll go from the top again. Anna, what exactly is a meeting? Can you describe this for us? What is a meeting?
In this place, Tara, your boss, and co-worker.
Yeah, doesn't have to be with your boss, but just with many people all talking together. You're talking. In this case, though, yes, her boss was the one who explained things. And Andrea, what is a boss? What do we mean by a boss?
Isn't the person and that in the job?
And is your boss like higher than you or lower than you? What's the relationship with your boss?
Yes. Leaner you?
You're on the right track there. Your boss is more senior to you, and your boss tells you what to do. They tell you what to do. In this case, she says her boss explains the assignment. We're losing people. Miguel, what is an assignment? And what would she mean here by explains the assignment? What would this be?
It's like your responsibilities.
Yeah, something you need to do. Exactly right, something you need to do. And explained, what would we mean by explained here, Miguel?
Sorry?
That's good. So this word explained, the assignment, you're absolutely right, is what you need to do. But explained, explain the assignment? What would she mean here?
The boss say how and where you have to do something.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Gave great instructions. Perfect. Trung is next. Trung, did her boss explain the assignment well or not so well? Good explanation or not a good explanation?
Sarah, her boss explained clearly.
Clearly, very good. Very clearly. Well done. How did she feel, Trung, before the meeting? And sorry, guys, there's gardening happening outside. If you can hear that, I do apologize.
Before
how did she feel?
Before the meeting, she feel confused. Like she don't understand a lot. But now after the meeting, she
that's okay. That's okay. We've still got more questions. That's okay.
Okay, sorry.
There, Trung. You're right. Yes, you're quite right. She was confused, and that means she had no idea what she needed to do. Very good. Miguel, you've had 2 questions. So Andrea, how does she feel now? Is she still confused, or is she okay, Andrea?
Repeat, please.
Yeah, I'll put in the chat box too. Is she still confused? Or does she, confused, sorry, spelling. Is she still confused? Or does she know what she's doing now?
Yes, she confused. She was confused.
Now, she was confused, you're quite right. Is she confused now? Or is she okay now? She's still confused.
No.
She says now she understands. So lucky last, back to the top is Anna. Anna, what would she mean here by saying she understands? What does she mean by this? Anna, we're not hearing your voice. Are you there?
Yeah, sorry. In this moment, yes, in this moment, Sarah, you understand your job? Before,
and what would we mean by understanding here? Does that mean she does or she doesn't know what's happening? And she says she understands.
She you understand.
She does understand, you're right. Maybe Miguel, can you help out here? So the word understand, what would she mean here by understand?
She know what have to do.
What she has to do. Yeah, what she has to do.
What she has to do.
Very good, very good. All right, let's come back, guys. And I'm going to ask you to tell me, for each of you, about meetings. I'll ask first, how often do you have meetings with your boss? Often. For me, I have meetings with my boss not very often, maybe 2 or 3 times a year, not very often. Anna, what about you? Often, how frequently? Yeah.
Yes, I usually meeting with my boss.
They have, yeah.
Twice a weekend.
Twice a week, maybe.
Yes.
Twice a week. Twice a week, perfect. And in general, is it good to meet with your boss? Do you find it useful?
Yes. It's answer or question or week.
Yeah, okay, so it helps you understand. Okay, good work, good detail. I'll get you guys again to ask each other, And Anna, can you ask Andrea, please? Can you ask Andrea?
Yes. Andrea, how often do you have meeting with your boss?
Good.
Andrea?
Andrea, you have your microphone off.
Yes,
Can you turn your mic on? Ah, gotcha.
I don't have meetings with my boss.
Never? Or like you're a student, aren't you, Andrea? So meetings with your professors or lecturers, just meetings. How often?
No, I don't have.
Oh, okay. Never? You never have meetings? Okay. Hopefully you can think of one meeting to describe. Teachers, anyone?
No.
Or take a class? I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay. Hopefully you can think of a meeting that you had in the past to describe, because that will be our task. That's okay. But Andrea, can you ask Miguel, please, how often, how frequently he has meetings?
How often do you have meetings with your boss?
I went a few months ago. I have
meetings.
I had every day a meeting with my boss, but right now I think one per week or more or less.
Less often. What changed? Why don't you have as many meetings now?
Because I have a new boss. And I think this is the reason. He changed the work and explained how to do, where, how, and all things. And now we know what to do.
So you don't need meetings as often. That's a good thing. That's definitely a positive. Okay, good work. And Miguel, can you ask Trung, please? Can you ask Trung?
Okay. Trung, how often do you have meetings with your boss?
Yes. Because in my job it's my own business, and it's small business, and all my people in my company, in my family, and we work together every day. So we don't have a lot of things for meeting like in this lesson. Yes.
Yeah.
But sometimes I have some meeting with because when we in my country have a new law, and they will have some meeting for explain the law for the company, and I will join for study or learn something new. Yes.
That makes sense. Yeah, if it's your own business and a family business, of course you don't have a boss.
Yes.
Do you ever have formal meetings with your family, or is it always just informal?
Yes.
Do you ever have
with my family, I think every month we have to the meeting like a party informal for sharing a lot of things and for meeting, because now everybody have got their own family, and because we have a big family, and every month everybody try to have got meeting for like party. Yes.
That makes sense. So it's like an informal but family party. That's still a meeting. That makes sense. Okay. I'll start with you for the second half. And Trung, can you tell us about a recent meeting that you had? A recent meeting you had.
Yes. I think I talk about mixing informal with my family. It's last in the last time it's a third holiday in Vietnam. It's Lunar New Year, and it's a bit big holiday in Vietnam, and we have to about more than 1 week in holiday, and everybody in Vietnam. That's a good time for everybody go back their hometown or visit family. In Vietnam, a lot of people have to leave their family for go to work in a center like Ho Chi Minh City or Hanoi. It's a better city for working, for study, and it's this time good for them to come back there with their hometown. Yes.
So did you have like a formal meeting with your family?
Yes.
Or was it more like a party?
Yes.
What did you learn from the meeting you had at TED? What was the benefit?
I think it's a good time for we keep the relationship together. Yes, and try to understand the others, and we have to share something in our life for to more friendly. Yes.
To be friendly, yeah, or to
Yes.
stay friendly. Just one thing I'll get you to say again. You'd say it helps to keep our relationship together. So again, Trung, to keep our relationship
to
together.
keep our relationship together.
Very good, very good. So I'll get you to ask that question again to each other. So your last meeting, and Trung, can you ask Miguel, please?
Yes. Hello, Miguel.
Meeting. Or a recent meeting is okay.
Yes.
Just a meeting for you, Andrea.
Okay.
But yes.
Hello,
can
Miguel.
You ask Miguel, please, Drew.
Miguel, can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Okay. Can you tell me about your recent meeting and what is help you to understand? You understand?
Yeah, Miguel.
Yeah. The reason is because we have applied the semester, the objectives in this semester for this semester, and the boss explained us the points.
To explain what's happening. Okay. And was it helpful? Like, did it help you to understand what was happening, or were you still confused?
I understand all, but this I am in this is according with
like
some
understand
points.
or agreed. Okay.
I disagree with some points.
Disagree. Okay. What points did you disagree with? Or what were the problems that you had?
For example, I'm not a teacher. I don't like to explain other persons something, but I have to have 3 meetings and explain technical things.
Okay. That is good practice. You've got good practice there explaining, but it is difficult to do. So good luck. Just one small thing there, Miguel. I think you said at one time, explain things to people, or explain to when you're talking about people, which is aside from that, you're completely fine. Well done. Can you ask Andrea, please, Miguel, the next person?
Yes. Andrea, tell us about our recent meeting, and did it help you to understand?
Or any meeting for you. You said you don't often have them, so just thinking of a meeting is completely okay.
Yeah. in my group with my friends. Or
yeah, you could, talking about a meeting to plan something, a meeting even with your family to make plans. That's totally okay as well.
I remember then with my friends. Or walk in the park.
Walk to the park, okay. And what was the purpose of meeting your friends? What was the goal in seeing them?
And talk.
Talk, okay. We talked. You'd say we talked.
About the school.
Okay. And how did that help you? So talking about school, how did that help you?
Help you?
Yeah, like what was the benefit of talking to your friends? Did they make you understand school better or just help you to relax? What was the good thing about seeing your friends? How did it help?
Yes, help you, help me, help me.
Yeah. How did it help?
And the signature, mathematics.
You mean a subject? Maybe you discussed mathematics.
Yes.
Okay. And do you think you understand mathematics better now from talking to your friends? Did it help to discuss mathematics?
Yes. That's it.
It's okay. Can you say then, we discussed mathematics and I understand. Discussed mathematics and I understand it. Maybe just the first one. Andrea, again, we discussed mathematics. Mathematics. Okay, good. Very good. And can you ask Andrea, please? Sorry, Anna, please, Andrea. Can you ask Anna, please, Andrea?
Tell us about a recent meeting. What did it help you to understand?
Take your mic. Anna, your mic's off. Can you turn your microphone on? We've got you now.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. In this moment, I understood theology of my new products, and yes, I have need physiology for work with no products.
Okay. And can you tell us like your most recent meeting talking about the products? When did you last have a meeting?
Yes, usually as entrenamiento, como the practice.
English, please. So your most recent meeting, was it like yesterday or 2 days ago? When was your last meeting?
Yes, I go to Chicago for explain the new product for work.
Nice. Yeah, you say I went though. I went to Chicago. And did you enjoy your time in Chicago? And do you think you helped people understand? What was your time in Chicago?
Yes, really the company is that in Chicago.
And was the meeting helpful, do you think? Was your time helpful?
Yes, it's a meeting for all people on different countries.
Okay. And was it a good meeting? Did you understand everything? Did everyone understand you?
Yes, it's
good.
More clear.
It was clearer. It was clearer after the meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. Good work. Good work. Guys, that's time, in fact, past time. So I'm going to finish up in a moment and I'll say well done. You've spoken very clearly, all of you, describing how often you had meetings, how useful you find meetings, and describing a recent meeting that you had. Great work, guys. You're definitely able to discuss and give your opinion on meetings. I'll say good morning, I think it must be for you, Trung, and good evening or good afternoon, Anna and Andrea. Well done, guys. See you soon and have a great night. Bye, guys. Well done.
Yes, bye, teacher.
Thank you. See you soon, everyone.
Thank you.